Yeah. Money isn't everything, but everything is money. And when you get some money, people tend to act funny. It's hard to find them to keep your mind right, or you can't do nothing for me. Money is the root of all evil, so to speak. They keep a man broke. They can trip. If I cannot succeed to be a better man, indeed I must drown in my beliefs. Money on my mind. You don't need a prescription if you wanna hit the joint. Take away the fame, and all you got is faces. I don't want the lifestyle, just give me what it chases. Can't find the money, but it's everywhere I be. Bodyguards, paper chairs, people on the sleeves. Never had to fake it yet, humble on the grind. Now I got a wife and kids with dollars on the mind. Put it in the air, just don't care. Money doesn't lie, people lie about the money. They cry. Nothing funny, they throw it all away, buying cheese and bologna. They hate it till I get the key to the money, the money, the money. They all wanna know about the money, the money. They all wanna know about the money. They like me when I'm phony on the phonograph. Don't ask me for a dime or my autograph, just to get chubby for the money. Everything shines when it's sticky like gummy. Nobody cares when you got to get the lettuce and the cheese working. Mr. Freeze when I walk in the door. Money so cold, it's beyond my control. Never been flashy, but I let a little show. Cause my car is never new, though it's classy on the road. Parking on the curb, cause I'm walking if it's sunny. Money on reserve, making paper never funny. When you out there on the street, they playing keep away. Money so tight that it's falling through the cracks. If I strike it rich, they'll be falling for the stacks. Plus nobody knows where the needle might drop. One day you underground, the next you're so hot for the money. Then they don't think you're so hot for the money. The look on your face when it stops, keep it in the air. Money doesn't. One, two, one, two. The gremlins are busy today. The gremlins are very busy. I got hacked by LJ Ninjas. So I will be going to the authorities for being hacked, because that's a federal offense. Hacking online. That was cool. That was very. So I got some more receipts and evidence, but we're gonna see. We're gonna wait and see. Who's gonna pop up. I got some more death threats. We got another death threat by a third party. This third party said that if he has to walk or catch the bus or get a ride, he's willing to hurt someone for the bonnet. So you're gonna hear that evidence, and that evidence will be going to the authorities. Yeah, somebody, because when you lie to someone, it ain't your fault that somebody lied to you. Just like that guy, somebody lied on this one guy that worked with this comedian, and he ended up being murdered because he was lied on. And it's I don't know what that kind of power is, where someone like a lady can just say, he did this to me, and then you find another guy who's willing to risk his life or his freedom just because he believed anything that a lady tell him. That's crazy. There's a lot of people in jail because they defended somebody's honor that wasn't honorable, and it was over some BS. And that's the majority of the inmates. Trust me, it ain't a lot of black people in there over, uh, murder and petty thievery, car theft. It's really over someone's saying, "Hey, kick this nigga butt for me. Kick this dude ass for me. This dude did this. He disrespected me." I remember this lady, someone on the bus tried to tell her about chastising her kid or something, and she hopped off the bus, and she felt since she was disrespected, even though she was doing something disrespectful, and people were concerned for the child. A group of men met up with the bus and shot up the whole bus, everybody on it, for her. Now they freedom gone. You know, it is another story about a kid getting beat up over a tweet. Beat up over a tweet. So somebody in his family, a lady, told four of her nephews to go handle that. So they killed him. They went to jail and her. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it was for her son, matter of fact. So yeah, that being said, I have video evidence of the same situation that can happen between LJ and these other YouTubers. I have a confirmation of that she knows some killers and some gangsters. She knows some people that will kill you in a heartbeat and get away with it. That's what she said. So she must know that they have gotten away with it before. These are the type of people in society that she rolled with. So now we have that evidence. But I just wanted to prove that she wasn't a victim. So I proved that, that she's not a saint, that she's capable of doing very dark and evil things. Some people are so so pure and innocent and so godly that they couldn't even punch a person in the face or give them a dirty look. I could tell you those stories. I've been around people that were so nice and so heavenly that I've never heard them cuss, give someone a dirty look, talk about somebody behind their back, or physically put their hands on anyone. Those are the kind of people I could brag about or say I associate with. Now, everybody knows some street people, and they have street people in their family. I'm not immune to that. And I know all kind of people on the streets and within my family. I don't, but I can't ask them for no favor. I'm not going to ask them. I'm not. Once you draw those people that do those type of things into your world, you become a part of their world. And I wouldn't want nobody to risk their freedom over me. But some people, especially some of these ladies, have no issue of sending a fool out there to sacrifice his freedom. So I was attacked by some ninjas earlier, some gremlins, and actually playing some of those sound effects. Also, it had a copyright thing on that. Yeah, the funny part was when it was mumbling, the people was mumbling in the background. That was actually copywritten. Can you believe that? That is crazy. So let me look into my archive because, like I said before I cut off, I was looking for this video and I found it. I found the video. It's called "She Let This Happen." Just like Nature Boy said, "I let this happen because it was natural." She has a story similar to him. So I want to know, why is her story innocent and his story is not? His story is not innocent. It was perverted. I want you to know that her story is just as perverted and not so innocent. But because it's just me, myself, and I, and this is my show, I'm gonna have some fun, and then I'm gonna show the video. Yeah, I'm gonna go into the archives right quick. And now, after I show that video of the I Let This Happen video by her, then I'll go into the very, very incriminating evidence of how violent and evil this person is. And I don't know how this person can make these statements and expect something positive to happen afterwards. How do you expect a positive outcome after making these statements? If I made these kind of statements on a public network, a worldwide network, I would be nervous for a very long time. I would need bodyguards and everything. What's up? I tried to play that Marvin Gaye remix and it got messed up. You know, I had those gremlins and stuff popping off. So, you know, we'll get, you know, and plus my files be hella big, like, cause I like to have good sound quality and I like to have good quality of visuals. You know. Let me play one of my old tracks and see who else gonna pop it. Okay, yeah, you're gonna hear it again. It'll come up again. This is called World Crisis. I made this, who knows, 8 years ago. I don't know. After we play this, then I'll go into the videos. Fired up. Well, remix. Well, crisis. Well, crisis. I'm so fired up. Well, crisis. Worldwide, we try to get by. Cash flow corruption at an all-time high. My money doesn't holler, it ain't making sense. My money doesn't follow, cause it ain't paying rent. I can't pay my pal, cause it's not my friend. I turn euros into dollars, back to euros again. You give me $1 million, I wouldn't spend it one. I wouldn't spend $1, no not one. Cause people need money, and I need some. I hear more sob stories about yuppies and bums. Husband and spouses, condos and houses. Can spend a lot on a loft with a cart. Fired up. Upset, so upset. Christ. Worldwide, we tried to get by. Fired up. The remix, so upset, so upset. Christ. Yo, it's the world crisis. It's all about greed, money, and devices. If I can't eat it, smell it, or touch it, I ain't buying this, no way. So, you can download this and all that crap, but you can't compress life now, email that. You wanna bail out, then stick your tail out. No win for your jib when your ship sell out. We got 10-foot swell, some pockets are swollen. We got CEOs, get money, keep rolling. Nowadays, real life ain't that fun. When the stocks fall again, we're done. We're fired up. Upset, so upset. Christ. Worldwide, we tried to get by. We're fired up. Upset, so upset. Christ. Worldwide, we tried to get by. We're fired up. Upset, so upset. Price worldwide, we tried to get by. Fired up. Prices upset. So upset. Price worldwide, we tried to get by. Okay, remember earlier I was trying to find that video and I couldn't find it, and then it was buffering and glitching, and I was like, man, this is too much. Let me just shut it down. We got a good hour in. I got my point across and everything. Let's just shut it down. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm back and got more stuff. You see what I'm saying? And maybe things was meant to happen for a reason because I was able to get some exclusive stuff. Let me see. Say what? I like the flow. It's natural, no cursing, and real. If nothing like knowledge, beats, lyrics integrated. Thank you very much. I did that song for a dude overseas. That was just my remix version. But the version that was released is really tight. Some I think the dude is Turkish from Germany. He's a real cool cat. Whenever I do my DJ mixes, I use everybody from the label's music, Tokyo Don Records .net, TokyoDonRecords.net. Whenever I do mixes and stuff, I use the music from that website, and some of my collaborations and stuff are there also. Yeah. But right on. Yeah, when I rap for other people, I do political stuff depending on what country they in and stuff. One guy I worked with in Austria, it was more pop rap, like pop commercial. And for America in my own region or whatever, I like to do just straight underground, But it just depends. See, I'm not one dimensional. It depends on who the project is. I've rapped over like broken beat and house music and all kind of electronic music. I rapped over all kind of stuff because I ain't like this is the only style. If you ain't doing this style, you ain't doing shit. No, I'm not prejudiced against other beats because in the beginning people rapped over disco and drum machines, so and then they start rapping over funk beats and stuff, so whatever, you feel me. All right, you feel me. So yeah, I don't think I'm observing. I think that he's seen this video before, but I don't think everyone has seen this video. So I'm going to now if this mic is really good, you probably heard me scratching my chin. Let's see. Let me turn on. Oh. All right, Sammy is right there. Turn on. Oh, display capture. Right. Now, check this out. Well, I do have a friend who played a harp named Destiny, and I have some of her harp playing that I can loop. You know what I'm saying? I got several loops of her harp playing that I recorded. God knows how long ago. Destiny, she's a great harp player. Even Dwayne Wiggins had produced one of her albums. I did like an underground. I helped produce an underground project with her. I worked with Dwayne Wiggins myself. Past, well, he played basic guitar on my friend project, and I was on it. But yeah, check this story out. Now you tell me if this story ain't just as bad That's a story that Nature Boy told about, you know, he let this happen. That's as far as I can say on that. I don't want to get into detail. Now, the way she's smiling and giggling and she's trying her best to make it sound innocent, but listen to this story. Oh no. Yeah, listen to this story right here.
But my ex's little boy, this is so funny to me. Every time he sees me, he gives me a hug. His head goes right here. It always goes on either side of my breast. And the funny thing is, he won't move. His head goes right there and won't move. They're just like pillows. And he told his daddy. I said, whose pillows are these? I said, what are these? He said, pillows. Oh, I told him they were pillows. I said, they're pillows, baby. I said, anytime you want to lay on, you can lay on them anytime and go to sleep. I mean, he likes lay on them. So, and this was when he was a baby. So, I remember him saying to his daddy. His daddy said, why are you laying on my pillows? He looked at him. He said, they ain't your pillows. He said, what you mean? These are my pillows now. They're not yours. These are mine. And he means it. He looked at him like, you can't have them. And he's serious too. He's like, you can't have my pillows. He like, these my pillows. You can't have my pillows. Because you know how you put babies to sleep. That's what I mean by that. That you put them to sleep, you put them on your chest. So if you're big breasted, most babies love your breast because they're pillows. Because they feel so soft to them. So when they're laying on your chest, they hear your heartbeat. So it's not what you think. It's just
It's not what you think. You heard that, right? So it's not what you think. Let me see. See, when she tell a story, that it's different. Do I? I don't need to replay it, do I? You let me know. What's up, everybody? Just walked in, soulful. God bless. You guys are right in time because somebody made some real gangster threats. And you could think of me as the red box for LJ. I got 350 videos. Some of them even have movie themes. This one is called "The Reason Why the Families of Carbonation." I don't know what it says, but let me look. Let me click it. Oh, you was watching. Okay, cool. I snipped out some of those threats. Oh, okay. Well, that story is so terrible. I don't even want to. I might play it again if I have to. We have so many, but let me see what this is called. You said it's people like me. Oh, okay, I got you. Well, you just saw that one, so Oh yeah, because I want you need to really. You're gonna get a good education on the bonnet here. Well, she called this guy who was married to her sister. Well, they may not have been married, but she called him brother-in-law, and he sounds slow as hell. But I will. I have to give him his props because he said that he would defend her and protect her, right? And the poor thing, he don't know that she's a liar. You know, even though they known each other for 14 years, for some reason, he don't know that she's a compulsive liar. So, you know, at first I was like, okay, he a fool too. But what happened was he said if you didn't, he said one thing, if you didn't do anything, like if you started this or if there's some drama that you behind, then I can't help you. But if somebody's messing with you, I got your back. And then I said, oh, okay, dude is cool. Dude ain't totally crazy. You know what I'm saying? He a real dude because he ain't gonna he ain't gonna risk his freedom and his livelihood. And from what I heard, he's a changed man, and somebody like her can lie and get him to go back to his old ways. Of course, he didn't know what she was talking about because if somebody call you and go, "Hey man, somebody hit me. I'm being threatened, and somebody wants to hurt me, and they even attack my son." And you see what I'm saying? But somebody like me, I'm gonna need details. I'm gonna ask questions, and so that means I'm gonna get cussed out and hung up on, and they won't be using my help because every time I ask questions and stuff, people get upset because I need detail. You know, I need info because I know how you are. Now, let me see this display capture. Now, this is called the reason the families of carbonation BV code will never talk to Latanya Jones. This is from July last year. Let's see what it said. This is on private. That's right. She asked some loaded questions and she only hear his side of the story. You know you gotta do it. You gotta do it. My mouth is dry and my jaws hurt from last night. I don't feel like. But that's why Eliana was tripping. Eliana was tripping because you put me to sleep and she didn't get her turn. Man, she been flipping out, Ian. My lips is dry tonight. I don't feel like doing it tonight. My lips is dry. Rewind. You got to. I'm depending on you. You know you my bitch. You know you gotta do it. You gotta do it. My mouth is dry and my jaws hurt from last night. I don't feel like. But that's why Eliana was tripping. Eliana was tripping because you put me to sleep and she didn't get her turn. Man, she been flipping out, Ian. You know, it amazes me because of the fact of the matter that people forget the things that they say. You know, yeah, they just forget, child. They don't know no better. I got 350 videos. I should let you see me scroll through the titles. Where's the display capture? Let me get Sammy out the way. Yeah, trust me. I mean, I mean, people forget what they say. I got her. I got a Sankofa parody. Okay, let's check this one out. Who's stalking who? If you're gonna be a liar, you need to make sure you remember everything you tell. Exactly. I remember being in the bonnet chat when she first started, and I heard how mean she was to you. You were right immediately, but it took me like a week later to see how evil she was. It's all good. You saw the light though, just like Sean
Stalker.
24 or something like that. He saw the light.
The person who engages in stalking originally meant the tracker and hunter or guide of game. The person who secretly follows someone, sometimes with unlawful intentions. Any of various devices for removing the stalk from plants during harvesting. Stalker synonyms: tracker, prowler. STALKER. Stalker.
Threatening me. Oh yeah, that's right. That is a Lead You to Christ video page. And when I clicked on it, it was the actual page of him saying that. So let's continue on. That's me and my son. Let's see what else I want to show. Let's see. All these damn screenshots. Where I want to go to first. Let's see. I have so many of them.
Well, welcome to the other side. Love over hate. Yeah. Just looking through this stuff. We're not going to spend too much longer over here. It's been a long time since I. All right, this one is called "This Is How She Ruined Her Chance." Let's see what this one's about. Yeah, she live right now and been live for a while. But I got the stuff that I needed. I got all the evidence that I needed. You know what I'm saying?
Journey. Let me ask you a question, Musha. How did you become your journey? How did you get from being from your lower self to higher self? How did you get there? How did your journey start?
By doing the will of God, by focusing on the kingdom.
Go ahead.
I put my focus and attention on the kingdom and took action towards the kingdom.
Okay. What else did you do? Did you do the 40 days and 40 nights?
That's it.
Yeah, that was funny. I remember that. She they came with straight, even if they, are not like, like they a cult, right? But they know what they believe and they precise with it. And she up there winging it, ain't qualified to deal with a cult. Yeah. Now this is what got her in trouble. Before we get to the to the good stuff. This is what got her in trouble. One of many videos that got her in trouble. You know, it's coming.
I promise. But like I said, these channels will no longer be involved. Whatever happens after this person is introduced to the families, none of these channels will be involved. That's it. Because these families deserve to be with people that can help them. I'm not even gonna know. So I'll know bits and pieces. But these parents deserve to be with experienced people that can actually help them. They deserve to be with people that's actually going to make to see to it that whatever happens, that they have people that have experience in dealing with people like Allegia. They deserve that.
Wow, I thought I had enough time to. I thought I to make a bowl of peaches. Guess not. I had to rush back. So I need to find a longer video. I need to find. You know what y'all need to see because people have forgotten the LJ videos that I made into short movies. Right, Sarquette. They did not. All they got was trouble, and now people want to kill each other. All right, I see why you had to take a break. That's why I try to make it. I try to make it informative and entertaining. Let me see what this one is about. This one is 2 minutes long. I think I can make a bowl of cereal. I mean, not cereal, peaches. While this one is playing.
Strangely enough, a house I used to live in. I live in two houses. One had bed bugs, the other one was full of roaches, didn't know it when I moved in. Okay? Let me explain. This is what happens when you go look for something. Had to move. Had 30 days to move. Had 30 days to find a house. The first house we didn't know had bed bugs in it. Had no idea they were in the house. We moved in the house. The day we moved in, the heat system went out right before it got cold. It had propane and it had electric heat. Then the propane heat went out. I was on Section 8 at the time. They didn't want to fix it. I'm going down to Section 8 complaining, and them telling me, oh, we can't fix it, that if you don't have it fixed, we can move out. Man, this man didn't want to give me back my deposit. I had to go through legal aid to get my deposit back. Legal aid. And I had to have the downtown people to come, and they said the house is so godforsaken, messed up, it's not even funny. So, let's say, sorry y'all. My son's room had bed bugs, didn't know where they came from. Couldn't find out they came from the house we moved out of. Took a while to get rid of them things. We had to throw everything out. Everything. So then we moved into an apartment, we had to move. Thought we got rid of them. Some stuff we didn't know that was in my son's stuff that we had to end up moving. Moved again, because somebody broke in my house from an apartment. Somebody broke in my house because I lost my keys. They didn't go lock the door, and my house got broken into. So then I moved again. This is after I left my this is right after I left my ex of 7.5 years. And we moved into another house. And we moved in the house because I was rushing. Didn't know there was roaches in the house. Until one day I started cooking and I didn't realize how invested they are. But couldn't break the lease. Finally, I had to get rid of everything. I had just bought new furniture. Had to get rid of all of it.
Okay, you heard it here. I done made a complete mess. I'm trying to microwave some macaroni and make a bowl of peaches. I know they don't go together, but it's all good. You heard that crazy story? Now, the house got broken into because she left the key in the door and couldn't get the key out the door. So they left. Everybody saw her trying to get in the house with the key. She left the key in the door because they couldn't get it out. So when somebody else came and just unlocked the door and went in and stole everything, and then she blamed the landlord for this. It's not, see, nothing is ever her fault. She blamed the landlord. Now, check this out. This is the stop typing video. This is famous. This is a famous one. This is when I first realized that that person was insane. Yeah, I mean it's two separate bowls. They're not mixed together. I was trying to microwave and open up a can at the same time. I'm trying to pull a LJ. All right, okay, cut me some slack. And I'm eating them separately. After I had a little bit of leftover macaroni, I'm finna kill that. Maybe 3 spoonfuls, maybe 4 spoons. Then I'm finna knock out a little can of peaches.
Y'all keep talking right now. I need everybody's undivided attention. That means
What happened to the video?
As soon as you stop typing, and y'all, as long as y'all keep typing, the longer this is gonna take.
Oh,
so it's not on me, it's on you. You're gonna learn something today. Let me explain something to y'all about communication. that's not American. See, the thing about communication in this country and communication outside the world is very different.
Stop typing.
Very extremely. People have respect when they talk. And they don't interrupt them when they're talking. They let them talk until they're finished. Because the way we were taught in Germany, which is where I was raised, is that no matter how long it takes, you give that person enough respect to let them speak. It's called manners.
So, if you're raised on a base in Germany or anywhere in the world, you're still in America because you're on the base. And you mean to tell me, it's funny that she always talk about Germany because that place is very unique, like complicated. So she's trying to tell me that people from the West is the same as the people in the East. You know what I'm saying? And all of them have the same cultures because she has said that all Puerto Ricans have the same culture, all Mexicans have the same culture. And the Germans in the East is definitely different than the Germans on the West. East side of Germany, West side of Germany got all the money. But now we got the euro, it's starting to even out. But yeah, and we ain't going to even talk about behind the wall before Reagan said, Gorbachev or whoever, tear down that wall. But anyway, Ali the Sage is in the building. See what other gems we got before we get to the main event. Let me give you a little insight on her environment and her community. There's a cult right in her community, and they got their own yell. You know how the carbonation goes yerp? This cult goes and they're right in her town. Right. And there's one person in this cult got a really nice name. Thug Passion. I thought that was just the sweetest little name. She looked like she could be Jada Pickett's cousin. Yeah, shout out to Puerto Rico. Oh, you know, the Puerto Rican dude in The Last Poets, I always thought he was cool. Um, Big fan of The Last Poets. And then, back in the day, which, with Sanford and Son, they had a Puerto Rican neighbor. He was cool. That was my introduction. Yeah, so here we go. This is a cult that's right in Fayetteville, right here.
Welcome to Ray Avenue in the 26 Vietnam. In the 26. Welcome to Vietnam 26. And I got a bro over here, Jake. Jake sitting down with motherfucking Kid Dog over here. This Miller Mill from the Merc right here. You got the lady from French, the French connection over here. We got Thug Passion to my right. Goddamn boy. That part. That part. Tell again. I'm putting this shit on. You heard that? You heard that now? You hear that 2-6? Got my boys over there in the corner. Drink that goddamn gas over there. You get ready to get in line over there. Hell yeah, I'm gonna put this motherfucker, boy. 2-6.
As long as fiends snorting girly, I'ma grab the world by the short and dance. My MO is to get this dough.
So, nigga red over there, she about to kick ass too.
Okay, I need hoes that can touch they toes.
Damn special, K. That part. And then I got my man in the pride chair over there, Jake the Straight Robbins over there.
Remember that voice. All right, remember that voice, because we're about to put 2 and 2 and 2 and 4 together. Okay? Remember that voice. That voice is very... Hey, what's up? You right on time. See, I'm stalling, really, to keep it real. I'm stalling because I want more people to see these very significant, very threatening. These video clips actually really scare me. I'm afraid now. Like at first I wasn't tripping, but now I'm worried. But the good thing is, this is proof that that person is not insane. So that person can't cop a plea and say, "Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? This person have all their wits, and this shows that they're very capable of hurting someone, of lying." Matter of fact, the first video I'm gonna show that's fresh from today is her pretending to talk to someone on the phone, like the police. She was pretending, and the thing is, the reason why we know she lying, because every time she on the phone with somebody, we can hear her talk to them. So she was on the phone in the shadow for a long time, talking, pretending like she was talking to the police. Now, if that ain't crazy, I don't know what is. All right, check this one out. This is her jealous of Eliana, and then we'll go on to the other thing. I put the peaches in the freezer so they can get cold. WH LS 100 on your FM dial.
About a registry for baby Eliana, and I'm like shaking my godforsaken head because I'm sitting here like, why the hell are y'all trying to start a registry for this child? Y'all act like this kid is your kid. Now, as a single mother and someone that had to raise a 23-year-old autistic child by myself, I think that's redundant because, number one, there are a lot of women out here in the United States alone who are raising babies by themselves, who don't even get half the help that baby Eliana got. And there are a lot of programs that all this money that everybody keeps sending Allegio money to help him could go towards.
That picture was from the hospital. It only had one view. That was a year ago. I mean, one like. One view. See, this person didn't have a life before this Nature Boy thing. Okay, this shows that she has a history of death threats. So this is a long time ago with the bonnet, and then we're going to show the current death threat. What's up, Patty in the building? Blue Rain's in the building. All my ushers are in the building. My armor bearers are in the building. On 3. See, these are stream videos. See, that's why I like the video clips. They come straight from the computer, but the streaming videos, they have to
I'm one of these people that will kill you. Because I don't like being upset. I don't.
waiting to see what this is going to do. It says this one was going to be a classic. Let's see.
You ain't nowhere near the rainforest. How are you going to be anywhere near the equator? Are you near the equator? No, you ain't.
He was near the equator. He was near the
I
Tropic
use
of
condoms
Cancer,
and
just
birth
like he
control.
preached.
And I have a 23-year-old. Man can never outrule God when it comes to babies. I don't care what protection you use. If the higher power says, you're going to have a baby today, you're going to have a baby today. There's not going to be nothing that man can do to outdo God. You can't. It's never going to happen. I don't even know why people think you can outdo the higher power, because you can't. You cannot outsmart, outwit the higher power.
This is a chart that we often use when talking to patients about what their contraceptive options are. And it lays out all the different available contraceptive methods by efficacy. So the methods that you see at the very top are the most effective ones. So they have the lowest risk of failure, the lowest risk of an unplanned pregnancy. And those methods are the birth control implant, the different versions of the IUD, or sterilization, which is obviously permanent, so not necessarily going to meet the needs of somebody who does want future pregnancies. The next tier down are other reversible methods, which are more shorter acting. So things like the Depo-Provera shot, the birth control pill, the contraceptive patch, the vaginal ring, or the diaphragm, which is a barrier method. And then the bottom tier are the ones that have the highest failure rate. So those are methods such as male and female condoms, spermicide, withdrawal, or periodic abstinence.
I am not one of these chicks that was raised in the United States of America. I don't have the United States of America frame of mind. I don't. I ain't never had that frame of mind. I never will.
See, we don't just troll. We bring education along with trolling. You know what I'm saying? We don't just pick on people. We back it up. We use this as teaching moments. This was a special request right here. I hope you're sitting down for this one. And don't be drinking or eating, okay?
I'm not worried about if I make friends or not. I'm not worried about people think I'm crazy. It don't matter to me what anybody says about me. It don't matter. What matters is how I feel about myself.
Brenda.
Oh, I didn't want no one seeing me like this.
Shit.
Oh. How's my boy, Bill? Is he all right?
Boy's fine, Brenda. So, what's going on here exactly?
I'm so fucking hungry, Bill. I'm so hungry. I never knew anyone could be so hungry. Do you mind handing me a piece of that possum over there?
Well, she just keeps repeating herself, you know. She said that before. But all that stuff is just a diversion from, it's from the real lives. All that stuff about, all that other stuff is nonsense. She, you know, it's trying to divert from the other lies that got people, you know, incarcerated, evicted, detained, displaced, people with babies, you know, left unprotected, you know, that type of stuff. So earlier I showed the GoFundMe and stuff like that. The GoFundMe scam that she's running using Vic's video and Vic's name. Yep. And let's see, she might be more American than me. I was born here. Look, she is a stereotype. She's very stereotypical, and women like her has got many men either killed or incarcerated or beat up, excommunicated. So let's get into the fun stuff now. This is her today, pretending to be on the phone with the police, and the reason why we know she's pretending because usually we can hear the person on the phone. She doesn't know that. She's not. She lacks self awareness, but we usually can hear the person on the phone. Just like that's how we got the recording of the other person that said, "Hey, did our peoples, did you connect yet?" You know what I'm saying? Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, because now they're calling SL. They have said false allegations against me and my family. They have said things like my mother is taking care of my child. It's a whole bunch of stuff, and they're still doing it. And they contacted my ex yesterday. They have talked about, they posted his phone number on live. And these people have gotten absolutely outrageous. They've done these things as far as muting me and stuff like that. So I am trying to get their information, and I'm trying to get an attorney now because this is getting ridiculous. And all of this is over a sex code, and as I said before, that is still going on, and they're still doing illegal activities. And the families are trying to get their kids home, and these kids now are to the point where now they're committing crimes now along with this man, and he's still humanly trafficking people to his cause for money. He's scamming people. And so, like I said, I have family members that will attest to everything I'm saying. I'm just trying to get these people to stop harassing me, and they just will not quit. And I don't know what to do because I can't send them a cease and desist without their government names, address, and phone number and date of birth. And that's what I'm trying to get. And I wish there was a way for me to get their information so I can basically send these cease and desist. That's what I'm trying to do, honestly.
Look, she's a terrible actress. I got an A in acting in junior college. If she was talking to someone, we would have heard their voice. That's how good the microphone is on that other device. We would have heard them in the background. Let me tell you something. It would I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you another example of what it would sound like. This is proof that she was not talking to anyone right here. I'm gonna give you the same type of receipt that. Look, check this out and listen to what they're saying. Wait a minute, that's not the one. I'm sorry. That was an accident. Let me see if I can. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, wow. You try this again. Why is it not? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is the same situation. She got a phone call on the same phone.
Sorry, that was my mother. But anyway.
Check this out. That was not her mother. That was the same lady who said, "Can I get a 30 for 25?" I'm gonna let this play again, but this is my point that if she was talking to the police, we would have heard them in the background the same way.
Yeah. Sorry, that was my mother. But anyway.
Even if she used her voicemail or whatever, we still would have been able to hear what they said, just like we heard what she said. She said, "Did our guy, did our guy come through yet?" So she's still hooking people up. She's dealing something, I don't know what. And she's been doing it for a while because we still got the other video, the 30 for 25 video. So anyway, let's go to the next thing that we will be using for evidence in self defense.
Believe me, I know people that can make motherfuckers missing. No, I deal with some heavy hitters, and they wouldn't get caught. I can deal with motherfuckers that don't care. They will kill your kids, your whole entire damn family. That route. But do I know dudes who do it? Easily. I don't go that route. I have a bunch of brothers that love me to death and will do anything for me. I don't.
Did you hear that? That's very scary. That when you know some people that's crazy enough to do something for you and don't ask questions and don't try to figure out what's really going on. And that's the only thing that saved my opinion of him because he did say in the end, if it ain't your fault, you didn't start this or something, I got you.
Since I was 14, so that says a lot. You
might not like the way I solve it, but I solved the problem.
I know you love me, and I love you too. And I appreciate you doing this for me. I mean, we've known each other since I was 14, so that says a lot. You
might not like the way I solve it, but I can solve the problem.
I know you love me, and I love you too. And I appreciate you doing this for me. I mean, we've known each other since I was 14, so that says a lot. You
might not like the way I solve it, but I can solve the problem.
I know you love me, and I love you too. And I appreciate you doing this for me.
Well, she can convince him it's not her fault because the way she speaks is from the very beginning is I'm a victim. Period. She's not going to leave room for it to be assumed that it's her fault because the way you got to understand, she's going to lie to everyone around her. Nobody's safe. The police, nobody. It's going to take their common sense and their years of living life to put two and two together. That's why I know nobody of authority is involved, because once they hear that story, it's totally ridiculous. I mean, there's nothing illegal about a sex code. Even if it was true, there's nothing illegal about a sex code. They're all adults. And when they find out that she's talking about adults instead of kids, they're going to think she's nuts. I'm loading up the other set of videos right now. They're going to be sideways, so I'm going to have to turn them while they're playing. I don't know why it's like that. This was.
Yeah.
Because I swear to God, if you feel like your life in danger, I would get a ride over there or walk, and I would come to your house, and I would stay with you, and would stay up and let you go to sleep. But you're gonna be comfortable in your goddamn house.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a threat. I'm gonna run that back. He said he would walk or hitch a ride.
Say so. Yeah.
Because I swear to God, if you feel like your life in danger, I would get a ride over there or walk, and I would come to your house, and I would stay with you, and would stay up and let you go to sleep. But you're gonna be comfortable in your goddamn house.
Exactly.
And this is what I mean, how people get other people killed. Like, there was a very, very pretty girl that worked at this Walgreens, and I was like, I was even like, why do you work at Walgreens? But it's none of my business, like she could have been something, I don't know. But other than working, and nothing wrong with working at Walgreens, but I'm just saying, like, if I was her, I'll be somewhere, what I'm saying, working at a gallery somewhere or something, what I'm saying. Because in our town, in our state, it ain't about what you know, it's how you look, really. So, very, some parts of our state is very superficial. Anyway, she had a boyfriend, one of them crazy dudes. You know how them pretty girls get them crazy dudes. So they broke up, and he wouldn't let her go. So he was threatening to kill her. So a guy slept in her living room so she could sleep at night. He was protecting her, just like this guy offered to protect her. Except she had a real valid reason to be scared, and a real valid reason that she was in physical danger. This is, for this lady, it's all make believe and it's all on the internet, and she's psycho. But this lady really had a reason to be afraid. So the dude did get put in the hospital in critical condition, and she was murdered, unfortunately. Bless her heart. Now that's some real life stuff, and I'm sure the guy that was trying to look out for her and help her, I'm sure he had good intentions, but this girl was also attractive. I'm sure that he thought there might be some kind of reward at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the day, but him getting involved, you see what happened. So this lady she's starting all this mess, and she's willing to involve other people and risk their lives as well as risk her own, because this is something that she brought onto herself by her own negligence, and ignorance, and lack of concern for her own privacy. Okay.
And you not know now if you in some wrong, I can't back you up if you're wrong. But I got you.
No, I'm fighting for my privacy. These people have invaded my Facebook. These people have invaded my life.
And you not know now if you in some wrong, I can't back you up if you're wrong. But I got you.
No, I'm fighting for my privacy. These people have invaded my Facebook. These people have invaded my life.
And you not know now if you in some wrong, I can't back you up if you're wrong. But I got you.
No, I'm fighting for my privacy. These people have invaded my Facebook. These people have invaded my life.
And you not know now if you in some wrong, I can't back you up. And you not know now if you in some wrong, I can't back you up if you're wrong. But I got you.
No, I'm fighting for my privacy. These people have invaded my Facebook. These people have invaded my life.
You hear that, right? These people have invaded my Facebook. How do you invade someone's Facebook? You know, the other day I let somebody know my artist name and all this stuff. A stranger on YouTube that's been cool with me, and I had to go double check my security on my Facebook because I said, okay, here's another person that know who I am. Let me make sure that I only allow them to see so much if they try to look my Facebook up. You see what I'm saying? And so I went over. I haven't checked my security on my Facebook in years because all my accounts are open to the public because I'm advertising everything on my chat, on my wall, all the pictures in my Facebook. It might as well be a magazine. It's nothing personal on there. You know, the only thing you can find is other people I'm associated with. They don't take themselves serious. They don't take online security serious like her. So they might be some photos on them that they may not want the public to see, or they don't have no shame about. But you won't find that on anything I ever belonged to, and I've been online since 1996. I ain't been the fool. What's up, Sasha Love? And let's see. I know. Do she take any meds? She's sitting there looking like she's auditioned to play in the new 2021 remake of Coneheads. So, I just want to know when she finally get her act together and get that $5,000 fraud. Don't she know? Even if, let's say she had $1,000, somebody's gonna flag that GoFundMe because it's fraud. How you gonna do a donation fundraiser based on lies? The only way she gonna be able to do this if she get a white man to co-sign her and get him to risk his name and reputation to help her. If she got that, if she gets that, that's a win-win situation. But when we get ready to go to to answer questions and stuff like that, someone like me is just gonna bring this video along. When you're lucky, I can't find it right now. But I got plenty of incriminating videos. Let me check in my theater vote. I do got a folder called theater room. Okay. And Mo's reports. No, it's not in there. Some of these video clips don't have a folder. I sound like one of those people that speak during a golf match. I don't know any golf tournament lingo, so I can't really make that joke like I want to make it. Latanya Jones is in the sand dunes now. If she can make it out of the sand dunes, if she can get a par four, and get right next to the flag, her next putt should make her a sure win for this tournament. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I sound close, I think. I hope. Let's see. Yeah, they never do nothing. I still won't attack that man. I just think he's misguided, and I'm listening still. Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy. He down for his little sister-in-law, which is weird that they still have a relationship. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Well, you got good judgment. Everyone don't, and it depends on the situation. I'm attacking anyone who's a immediate threat to my life. You've been misguided to commit physical harm. You're going down, buddy. Yeah, because we got the threat on video. That's how Mr. Marquez said. It's all on video.
That, believe me, I know people that can make motherfuckers missing. No, I deal with some heavy hitters, and they wouldn't get caught. I can deal with motherfuckers that don't care. They will kill your kids, your whole entire damn family. That route. But do I know dudes who do it? Easily. I don't go that route. I have a bunch of brothers that love me to death and will do anything for me. I don't.
She have a bunch of brothers that will love her to death and will do anything for her, but she can't keep a man and ain't had a serious relationship in 7 years. See the irony? So ironic. Her whole life is ironic. Just irony everywhere. Just spray starch and tons and tons of unironed clothes. Just baskets of laundry. This irony all through her life. This is I could play a threat from Mama Wanda, all right? This threat is colder than the Mama Wanda threat right here. I mean, did you hear that threat? That sounds pretty real to me. I feel bad for the people she is associated with. She involves them unnecessarily. Yeah, and they don't even know what they involve in. So, let me see. What is this here? What is this? I mean, that threat is more hardcore than True Freeman. Here's another threat. Listen to this threat right here.
It's a spot right behind it, not in front of it, but there's one behind it. You don't have to go all the way down on it. You don't. Because that's not what makes y'all come, fellas. It's the way. Out of this, we're close. See? It's the way this moves. It's the way her jaw is going up against it. It don't matter. Y'all got nerve endings on where your vein, like if you see a man's penis as far as the veins, those are his spots right there where the veins are. So your whole goal is when you're sucking on it, you're sucking on it based on where those veins are located. Wherever those veins are located, that's where his spots are at. You don't have to go all the way down on it.
You know, she gives good advice, I guess. You know, it is a little misguided, misdirected. You know, and if you don't agree with what she says, and you feel that she spreads misinformation and that she's wrong most of the time and she offends people and you don't like her demeanor or her disposition, just always remember,
fuck you and your mama too.
see what I'm saying? Because other than that, she's very nice, very godly, very respectful. And if you knew her in her real life, you would know that. It's just that online people have her come out of character and get on her nerves. And you just gotta either accept her or let it go. It is what it is because she don't have to kiss. To be civil is to kiss someone's ass, and she not kissing nobody's ass. Because if you step to her, she gonna tell you to your face,
fuck you and your mama too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you really had those type of skills or that skill set, I think that you wouldn't be lonely. Let me tell you a short story. You know how Lordship is with his short stories. So let me tell you a little short Lordship story. Okay. Now, one time, to make a long story short, I'm gonna have to whisper this story. To make a long story short, one time a lady came by my job that I met once, and this is a long, long time ago. But I saw her at a place and said hello or whatever, and I guess she found out I worked nearby. So she came by, like when I seen her, she was pregnant or something. So I just was like, yeah, I'm good. But then like months later, she came by and she looked like, she got her groove back and stuff. And I said, She was like, well, let's go eat. I don't know who said it, me or her, right? It's one of those lordship stories. So we went to the restaurant and ate, but then we stayed at the restaurant 3 hours at least, just talking after eating, and only because somebody didn't say, "Hey, you wanna go to the house and get it on?" But nobody said that, so that would have saved a lot of trouble. But so we talked and talked and talked, and so I guess she already knew what she was gonna do. So she's like, do you need a ride home? And at the time, I did. I was like, I wasn't rolling at that time because I caught the train to work. She was like, I'll give you a ride home. So she gave me a ride home. And then she said, I live with my auntie, so I don't want to disrespect her house by coming in late. And I'm like, what about, the little one? She's like, oh, well, she got, she's with a sitter or whatever, And then I was like, well, okay. So I made her a little spot in the living room, and I went in my room to crash. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't thirsty. I made her a little spot in the room and said, okay, make yourself comfortable, through her comforter. You know what I'm saying? So I forgot that on Wednesdays, I have another female friend that stays over because she goes to the club on Wednesdays and she don't want to drive home drunk because I live near the club and she live in another city and she don't want to drive home tipsy. So we had an agreement that she can always stay at my house on Wednesdays. So about 2:30 in the morning, my doorbell kept ringing and ringing and ringing. And so I came out in the hallway and I sat down on the floor and I told the girl that I went out to dinner with, I said, I don't know who that could be. I'm trying to look all innocent. And this is related to the bonnet. This is related to LJ because this is what the girl said. She said, look, the girl in the living room, she said, I don't know who that was either, but she rang your doorbell for 30 minutes. If that was me, I would have rang it once or twice and I would have left. The only way I would have rang your doorbell for 30 minutes if you put it down. If you put it down, you'd be putting it down. I'm going to ring your doorbell for 30 minutes. And I say, well, on that note, you can come on into the master bedroom. All that chivalry and gentleman stuff went out the door. And at the time, I had a canopy bed, a canopy futon bed, 1 foot off the ground. A canopy. And I can honestly say nobody saw that bed and it didn't get put to use. Let's put it that way. It was like the bed had a curse. It belonged to my ex-girlfriend. But any lady that saw it, it was going to get used. Just on sight. Like LaTanya say, oh, touch and taste alone. Just on sight. It was like a sexual monument in my house. I had to keep my door closed because when people come through the front door, they can glance to the left and see the bed. I had to keep my door closed because some people I just didn't want to get busy with. Even when I had house parties, I would leave all the doors open. I used to have a penthouse. And I go to my room and people be in the bed chilling. I'm like, what's the fuck? But anyway, it was that type of bed. It was cursed. It was from Z Gallery. And but yeah, there's more to that story, but I ain't ready to share the rest with that. So the point of the story was, if she was such an expert at Kama Sutra and Kundalingus and all that stuff, why are you alone? Why are you by yourself? Because a very, 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 very attractive female, I can see why she's alone, right? Because she attract crazies. She still might be insecure no matter how pretty she is. Or it's that one dude that she think that, hey, I'm super attractive. Why that one dude ain't fucking with me? So she's saving herself for that challenge dude. But her, she should be quite busy. She's in a blue collar town, an industrial town, a military town. All they make is multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar weapons. It's nothing but, there's two types. Well, there's 3 types, but there's the truck drivers, the mechanics, the aeronautic guys, and then you got the designers, the engineers, the engineer types, and they probably already married. And then you got the street cats, you know what I'm saying, that can barely put, you know, two sentences together, you know. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Now remember, I've never seen a futon canopy bed before. I've seen futon beds before with wooden frames. You can bend them and make them into a little couch or a bed. This was a full canopy bed with a futon mattress. It was only 1 foot off the ground. One girl, poor thing, she never even made it to the bed. All she got was her elbows on the bed. I'm telling you, the bed was magic. Bed was magic. I had to keep when I had company, you know, entertaining people, I had to keep my bedroom door closed because it was something. All right, who saw Hellraiser Part 4? Hellraiser Part 4, there was this piece of art in this dude's loft. And some people was infatuated with this piece of art, but the art killed people. That thing killed people. That was how my bed was. Except it was with, you know, getting busy basically. People got busy. I wasn't worried about it. Like if there was somebody if there was a girl I really wanted to sleep with, I used to say in my mind, I just got to get her to see the bed. If she see the bed, like I hope she asks to use the restroom because she had to walk through my bedroom to get to the restroom. I said, if she just asked to use the restroom. So I make sure I have champagne, water, all kind of liquids. Because once they see it, and I had a 9-foot elephant ear plant at the foot of the bed that curved over like an arch. It was 9-foot elephant ear plant with a big clay pot. And then underneath that plant at the foot of the bed was a chair that was like, it's hard to describe, but it's like a ski slope, you know, the way the chair is shaped. But enough about me. Did somebody mention the Bonnet Rock? Hold up. Did somebody mention the Bonnet Rock? Somebody mentioned the Bonnet. I thought I heard somebody mention the Bonnet Rock. You did? What you know about the Bonnet Rock? Well, let's see what I could do about that.
Lotion rocks around the clock. Don't stop. Lotion rocks around the clock. Lotion rocks around the clock. Don't stop. 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 The body rocks around the clock. Don't stop. Don't stop. Lower shit. Don't stop, 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 stop. Lower ship, 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 lower ship. Don't stop, 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 stop.
Well, that's all I got. I don't have any more docs, no more videos, no more, no more. I don't know, no more puns. I mean, how do you? What do you do after that? Like, there's nothing you could present after that that's gonna be as fun as that. You know, if E.J. Johnson could have a baby, it looked like Dr. Dre and E.J. Johnson had a baby. That's what she looked like right there. So, all I can say is, it's been real. What is this? Oh, wow, okay. I gotta sign out. I mean, I ain't gotta sign out, but I got nothing left, folks. And so I'm gonna hit you with that. I'm gonna hit you with the outro. Yeah, it's late anyway. I mean, it's only 12 for me, but I know it's late for other people. All right, piece of hair grease, y'all. Yeah, you gotta treat the magic wand a little more better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Money isn't everything, but everything is funny. And when you get some money, people tend to act funny. It's hard to find a busy day who doesn't like the honey. So keep your mind right, or you can't do nothing for me. Money is the root of all evil, so to speak. They keep a man broke, they control the things he need. If I cannot succeed to be a better man, indeed I must drown in my beliefs to hit the weed. Yeah, money on my mind. If I haven't made a point, you don't need a prescription if you wanna hit the joint. Take away the fame, and all you got is faces. I don't want the lifestyle, just give me what it chases. Can't find the money, but it's everywhere I be. Bodyguards, paper chairs, people on the sleeves. Never had to fake it yet, humble on the grind. Now I got a wife and kids with dollars on the mind. Put it in the air, just don't mind. Money doesn't lie, people lie about the money. They cry nothing funny, they throw it all away, buying cheese and bologna. They hate and ignore me, till I get the key to the money. The money, the money, they all wanna know about the money. The money, they all wanna know about the money. The money, they all wanna know about I'm only on the autograph, don't ask me for a dime or my autograph, just to get chubby for the money. Everything shines when it's sticky like gummy. Nobody cares when you're poor, broken, lowly. Got to get the lettuce and the cheese working for me. Call me Mr. Freeze when I walk in the door. Money so cold, it's beyond my control. Never been flashy, but I let a little show. Cause my car is never new, though it's classy on the road. Park it on the curb, cause I'm walking in the sunny. Money on reserve, making paper never funny. When you out there on the street, they playing kick away. Money so tight that it's falling through the cracks. If I strike a wrist, they'll be falling for the stacks. Plus nobody knows where the needle might drop. One day you underground, the next you're so pop for the money. Then they don't think you're so hot for the money. The look on your face when it stops. Keep it in the air. Money doesn't.